Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel again. In today's video I am going to show you how to calculate your shipping fee. Now I am going to go in depth and show you what you need to know about shipping, everything you need to know about your cost price, your landing cost, the type of shipping, the one that is best for you. So I'm going to share tips on this video. All you need to do is sit down, have your pen and paper so that you will jot down some of those things. And if you find this video a little bit helpful, please make sure you comment below and then indicate what maybe you didn't understand anything I said, or you didn't understand something, or you are confused about something. Please comment below and make sure you share this video, because this is an in-depth tutorial on how to calculate your shipping fee. Now, just like you have seen on my screen, I sent a document to my pre-order group, and I did that because some were asking if I post a product, if we're going to use sea shipping, and those products are very lightweight products and something you can easily use air shipping. So people need to know the type of shipping they should engage in, the kind of shipping they should use when buying on 1688, Taobao, Pinduoduo, AliExpress, Alibaba, and so forth. Now in this video we are going to look at how we can calculate our shipping fee before buying. So you need to know that yes, you can actually know your shipping fee, what it will cost you to buy that product, and the shipping fee for that product. So let's dive right in. If you have been watching this video and you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, because it motivates me to create new videos. On this channel I talk about mini importation, I talk about social media marketing, I also talk about WordPress development. That means building your website or your blog using WordPress. So let's dive right in. What you should know about weight of a product. Now before you buy any product on 1688, you must know the weight of the product. Yes, how do you know the weight of the product? Like some suppliers like this will show you the weight of their product in the product description. That is the image of that product. You're going to see the kg, you're going to see the dimensions of that product, but some will not put that. You will need to chart them up, and some will actually tell you they don't know the kg. But if it's a heavyweight product, my experience so far, they mostly tell you the dimensions of the product. So when asking a supplier the weight of a product, and the supplier tells you the weight of this product, the net weight of this product is 0.5 kg, and probably after they have shipped your product down here in Nigeria, and your shipping company tells you that your product weighs 0.7, and you have calculated your shipping fee for 0.5 kg. Why was it so? You must know the difference between a net weight and a gross weight. Net weight, the net weight of a product is the weight of the product itself, excluding any packaging, containers, or wrapping. That simply means if peradventure you are buying a phone and then the supplier tells you that the net weight of this phone is 0.4 kg, what it simply means that the phone itself, without the accessories, the carton, the charger, every other thing that comes along with the phone, exclude them. He's only telling you the weight of the phone alone. But if a supplier tells you the net weight of a product, please ask him what is the gross weight. Some will go ahead and tell you the gross weight of the product directly. You will not need to ask them again. They will just simply tell you the gross weight of the product. Now the gross weight of a product is the weight of the product including packaging, that is the product plus packaging. So if it tells you that the gross weight of this phone is 0.7, it simply means that everything that comes with the phone weighs 0.7. whether there is leather, there is carton, there is charger, and so forth. So when he tells you that the gross weight of this item is 0.7, you should know that that is a final weight. So you should take note of these two things: net weight, which is the single weight of the product itself, excluding any packaging, while the gross weight is the weight that has to do with the whole item, the product plus packaging, so that you know when a supplier tells you this is the net weight of the product, you should know that he's excluding the carton and everything, the packaging that comes with that product. So what else do you need to know when you are talking about shipping? You need to know the cost price, you need to know the landing cost, so that you just will not buy a product and on it reaching here in Nigeria you will find out that the landing cost is high. Now, what is the cost price? The cost price is the price of the item itself. In my pre-order group, I send pictures of the products and let them know that this product is sold, let's say it's sold for 5 yuan, maybe the exchange rate is 240. We all know that the exchange rate is not stable, it fluctuates. So today it will be 240, tomorrow it may be 230 or 232, 239.5 and so forth, 220. At a point earlier this year, exchange rate was up to 210. Yes, so it's not stable. So let's say for instance your product is the cost price is 10 yuan. Now remember that the currency they use is yuan, and you are using naira, so you will need an exchanger to be able to pay the supplier. So we'll get there later on. So the cost price of the product is 10 yuan. So what you need to do to know your cost price is to multiply the exchange rate. Let's say you want yuan, and you can easily message me using the link below or my WhatsApp number if you want yuan, or you want me to help you pay your supplier. So you ask me, what is the current exchange rate, or how many yuan do you want? So if I venture the current exchange rate is 240, what you need to do is to say 240 multiplied by 10. So let's do that and see what we are going to get. 240 multiplied by 10, you are going to see that the cost price for this item is 2,400 naira. 2,400 naira. That is the cost price. That is not the landing cost. Landing cost simply means that it includes the cost price plus the shipping, what it takes for that goods to reach your place. Sometimes I always tell people to also include your way bill. For instance, I stay in Abuja, I don't stay in Lagos, and the shipping company I use do not have branch here in Abuja. So when the goods arrive in Lagos, they message me, this is my shipping fee. After paying my shipping fee, I will need to lead someone, although the company also have a way bill. So we chat with the way bill department and they ship it down here, the way bill is down here in Abuja. So it's important that when I'm calculating my product, I should be able to add the cost price of that product, the shipping fee of the product, the weighby fee of the product, and if peradventure, just like we said that the cost price of this product is 10 yuan, and then I converted it, I have 2,400 naira. Maybe at the end my shipping fee was 1.5. That means I have 3,500 naira, and then let's say 3,400 naira. Let's say to weighby lead down here was 500 naira. That means I spent I spent at least 4,000 naira for that single product. That means that my landing cost is 4,000 naira for that product, so that when I want to sell it, I should know that this is the amount I spent in buying, this is the amount I spent in shipping, this is the amount I spent in waybilling, and this is the amount I want to sell it. That means if I'm selling the product less than 4,000 naira, I am actually making loss. So you should know these things before you start importing. So let's dive now to shipping method. What are the shipping method? Basically, we have two shipping method. You either ship by air or you ship by sea. So just like I said, what are the shipping method? We basically have two shipping method, either by air or by sea. But when you are shipping using air, there are kinds of shippings. So let's move to air shipping. In air shipping, we have number one. Hope you are jotting down. So if you are finding this video valuable, please make sure you comment, and if you are confused about anything I have said so far, please comment it and I'm going to reply you and explain more in details. So in air shipping, we have basically two type of air shipping. We have the express shipping, and then we have the normal cargo shipping. Within the normal cargo shipping, we have shipping that has to do with sensitive goods. Now let's move to number one, which is what? The express shipping. Now what is express shipping? Now it is the fastest shipping method that every shipping company makes use of. Now people use express shipping when they are shipping valuable goods that they want to use immediately. Let's say I am running a Facebook ads and I let my clients know that when you place an order, within 7 days you are going to receive this product. So I've gotten 5 people who has placed order. What I simply need to do is to run back to the supplier in China and pay him immediately, and then within 2 to 3 days, or 3 to 4 days, or 5 days, the supplier ships this good down here in Nigeria. Which method did I use? I use express shipping method. But one thing you should know at the back of your mind is when you're using express shipping method, the charges are higher than the other one. So the shipping company I use charges 11.5 per kg plus 1,000 naira for clearance. So it usually takes 3 to 5 days. Now when you see 3 to 5 days, it doesn't mean that most time people say you told me it's 3 to 5 days, but you paid the supplier, now it's 7 days, the goods have not arrived. No, what it simply means that, well, now it's 5 days, the goods have not arrived. So when you see 3 to 5 days, it means that it start counting when they have received your goods in their warehouse in China. Let's say I paid the supplier this evening, and it takes the supplier 2 days, maximum of 2 days. There are suppliers that delivers within 24 hours, there are suppliers that deliver within 48 hours, and there are suppliers that deliver within 72 hours. So you need to charge the supplier and ask him, if I pay, how long will it take? Some will tell you within 48 hours, that is 2 days. So if peradventure I pay the supplier, and then today is Monday, and then it gets to the warehouse in China on Tuesday or on Wednesday, so it's that day they start counting your shipping. So you may receive your goods on either Friday or on Saturday, maximum on Sunday. I have paid for a good Wednesday, and I received the goods. I received a message that my good has reached Lagos on Monday and some on Tuesday. I used express shipping because it was phone I was buying. So you see that the exchange the charges per kg is $11.5 per kg plus 1,000 naira for clearance. So the second type of shipping is normal cargo shipping, which we have normal air cargo shipping, which makes use of gonzo, and then the second one is normal air shipping, which makes use of Hong Kong. Now the difference between these two, you could see that the gonzo you have I don't know if I pronounce it well, is 7.5 kg, sorry, 7.5 what kg plus 1,000 naira clearance. It takes 10 to 14 days to arrive. while the normal air shipping using the Hong Kong route makes use of what? You pay 8.5 kg plus 1,000 naira for clearance. This has to do this takes 3 weeks. Now, what is the difference between the Gonzo and the Hong Kong? The difference is that one makes use of any sensitive good you are buying. You can use the express shipping to ship it, but when you are using the normal cargo shipping, they are going to make use of the normal air shipping using the Hong Kong route. Sensitive goods, like any good that has to do with battery, liquid, food, chemicals, as long as it is a sensitive good, they are making use of the Hong Kong route, and it takes approximately 3 weeks. So if per adventure I am buying sneakers or shoes and I paid the supplier and I told them, okay, ship it to my company, I gave them the address and they ship it to my warehouse in China, and someone else paid another supplier, maybe he's buying wristwatch or microphone or any sensitive item, and then the person tells the supplier to ship it to his warehouse in China, I'm going to receive my goods before that person. And even if our product weigh the same kg, let's say mine is 2 kg and his own is also 2 kg, the prices are going to be different. Why? Because one is sensitive goods and then the other is normal goods. Normal goods are goods that doesn't have to do with any sensitivity, just like sneakers, books, clothes, shoes. Those are not sensitive items. So any goods that has nothing to do with battery is not a sensitive item. And then the other shipping method is what we call the sea shipping method. Now the sea shipping method takes approximately 50 to 60 days. 50 to 60 days, that is 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months. So you could see the price here. They don't charge you per kg, they charge you per volume. That's why it is in cubic meter per volume. So by the space it consumes or by the volume of your item. So you are going to see that not every item you should use the air shipping and not every item you should use the sea shipping. Now the charges $125 per CBM plus $260,000 for clearance. So this is the price that they charge for sea shipping. Now let's move back to the fact that now you know how to calculate, or you know your shipping fee. You now know, oh, if I'm buying this product, this is the kind of shipping I'm going to make use of. Now let's talk about the fact that you need to know your exchange rate, that is your dollar exchange rate. Remember, I've talked about the yuan exchange rate is 240, and then the dollar exchange rate for my shipping company is 1,656. So per dollar is 1,656. Now to determine a landing cost, you will need to add buying cost of the product plus shipping cost of the product. I've said that before. Now let's do the calculation and find out how much are you going to pay if you are using the express shipping per kg. Let's say you bought an item that weigh 1 kg. How much are you going to pay if you are using express shipping? Let's say you bought an item of 1 kg also. How much are you going to pay when you are using normal cargo shipping, that is the Gonzo route, without sensitivity or sensitive goods? And let's find out how much you're going to pay for normal cargo shipping using the Hong Kong, that is goods that have to do with battery, liquid or sensitive items. So for the express shipping, they charge 11.5 per kg plus 1,000 naira for clearance. Now what we need to do is, because the shipping company have given us their dollar exchange rate, which is 1,656. What you are going to do is to multiply it by 11.5 $11.5, because that is the amount you pay for kg, which is 19,044. Then you now add your clearance fee, this clearance fee, which is 1,000 naira. So if peradventure you don't want to add your clearance fee, so if you have 19,044 and let's say you buy an item of 4 kg, so you are going to do 19,044 times 4. That means you are getting your 4 kg time or plus 4,000, which is this 1,000. Now your clearance fee. But what I always advise people is to add the whole calculation so that you know how much you are paying per kg. So if after multiplying your exchange rate with the shipping charges per kg, and we got 19,044 plus 1,000 naira, it gives you 20,044. This is the amount you are going to pay per kg. That means any item you are buying using the express shipping, if you are shipping your item that is 1 kg and you want to use the 3 to 5 days shipping method, you are going to be paying 20,044 per kg. This is the amount you are going to pay. Let's say you have 5 kg, so you are going to say 20,044 times 20. You know how much that will cost you. So if it is 2 kg, you multiply it, that is, it will be somehow 40,088. Guess so. So let's calculate now for the normal cargo shipping using the console, right? That is goods that are not sensitive. Now the charge per kg is 7.5, then with 1,000 naira for clearance. So this is in mathematics, which is 1,656, which is the exchange rate, multiplied by 7.5, which is the dollar rate, and which is the dollar per shipping, and then you have 12,420 plus 1,000, which is 13,420. So instead of paying 20,044 per kg using the express shipping, you will be paying 13,420. This is the amount you are going to pay per kg. So you can see the difference in terms of their money. But the problem is that when you need an item urgently, you want to make use of express shipping. Most times when you make use of express shipping, it cuts into your product profit. So it's good to actually weigh before you ship. So if I'm using this shipping method, I'm going to pay 13,420 per kg. So whatever kg I'm buying, let's say the item is 4 point something kg. Now let me show you on the screen here that this is an item of 4.5 kg. So this carton you see on the top screen here weighs 4.5 kg. That is the item I bought, and you can see now that when you want to multiply, all you need to do is say 13,420 times 4.5. Whatever you get, that is the shipping fee I paid. Now let's do for normal cargo using the Hong Kong. All you need to do is follow the same pattern. Your exchange rate is 1,656. Multiply it by $8.5, which is the shipping fee, plus 1,000 naira, which is the clearance fee. You will have 15,056. Now this takes 3 weeks. So any product that has liquid battery, etc., any sensitive item, they use this method to ship. So you see the difference between the Gonzo and the Hong Kong shipping method. Now let's go to the sea shipping. The sea shipping, so that you will know some things, so that you will not say, I'm buying eyeglass, I'm buying shoe, I want to ship it with sea. Now the sea shipping has a formula. So the sea shipping is $125 per CBM plus 206 206,000 for clearance. So the minimum CBM that most shipping companies have their minimum CBM. Some is 0.3 CBM, some is 0.2 CBM, but the one I'm using, their minimum CBM is 0.2. That means that if you are buying any item and you want to use the free shipping to ship the item, if it is not up to 0.2, what they will do is to convert and round it up to 0.2. You are going to pay the exact amount of 0.2 because it is the minimum CBM that you can ship using C method. Imagine that you are buying 5 shoes and it's not even up to 3 kg and you want to use C shipping. What they will do is that they will convert it to 0.2 CBM and you are going to pay that amount for those 5 shoes. That's why when you want to ship anything using C shipping method, you are really going to sit down and calculate. So what you are going to do is same method you use for the calculating your C shipping. So you are going to say 1,656 multiplied by $125, which is 207,000 plus your clearance fee, which is 200. Oh no, sorry, this should not be the amount. 207. So let me see if it will still give us that. So we are going to see 207,000 plus 206,000. You are going to get 413. Sorry, 413. So this is the amount you are going to pay for 1 CBM. So if you are buying a good that is weighing 1 CBM, this is the amount you are going to pay. And this is a picture of what a good of 1 CBM looks like. So you can see it on the top corner of the screen. So let's say your goods weigh 0.2, which is the least CBM. So what you are going to do is you are going to say 0.2 multiplied by 4. So this should also be wrong because this amount have been changed. So you're going to see 0.2 times 413. So we are going to pay here the least amount you can pay for free shipping is 82,600. So if you are buying 5 shoes and you say you want to use C shipping, this is it, because it's not going to be up to that CBM. They are going to convert it to this CBM, and this is the amount you are going to pay. So if it's less than this amount, this is what you are going to pay. This is just how you know your shipping fee. But now let's go into calculating. I posted an item on the platform. Okay, how do you calculate your C? Okay, let's start with the express shipping. Let's say this iron here at the top, which I posted in my pre-order group, weighs 0.7 kg. So the present iron weighs 0.7 kg. So let's see. The weight of this present iron is 0.7 kg. Let's say you want to use express shipping. So number 1, express shipping. So let me be fast. So how do you calculate it? So what you are going to do is, remember we say our express shipping fee is what is okay, 20,044. So now this is the amount they charge for, and now this is your shipping fee. So you are going to do 0.7 times 20. So you are going to do 0.7, which is the kg of what you are buying. So let's say everything you are buying weighs 0.7 kg, but I'm using the pressing iron. That is the weight of one of the pressing iron. It weighs 0.7 kg. That means it is not up to 1 kg. So now you say 0.7 multiply by, which is the express shipping fee, which is 20,044. What you will have is equals to 14,030. So this is the amount you are going to pay if you are using express shipping method. So for any goods that weigh 0.7, this is the amount you are going to pay. Let's say your goods weigh 4.5. So let's say I'm using that same thing I bought there. So let's say the goods weigh 4.5. So I'm going to say 4.5 multiply by 20,044. So let's say 4.5 multiplied by 20,044. You're going to pay 90,198. This is the amount you are going to pay for any goods that weigh 4.5 kg. So let's use the normal shipping method. That is the gonzo without any sensitive item. So let's use normal cargo shipping. So let's say is 0.7, then we'll multiply it by what? What's the kg? The kg here is 13,420. You know how we did the calculation. If you don't know, you can go back and see. So it's by 13,420. So let's say 0.7 times 13,420. So you are going to be paying 9,394. So you see that in the express shipping we are paying 14,000 for a 0.7 kg item, but in this normal shipping using the gonzo we are paying 9,394. Now let's do that with a good of 0.4 kg. So what we are going to do, same thing here, is 4.5 multiplied by the amount here is 13,420. We have 4.5 times 13,420. You have 6,390. So you see that instead of paying 90,198, you are paying 60,390. Now let's say you are buying a sensitive item and their weight is the same. So let's see how much you are going to pay. So let's say normal cargo shipping, let's now say Hong Kong. So let's say is 0.7. You say multiply. So how much is per kg that we did the calculation? Let's see, it's 15,076. 15,076. Let's see how much it's going to give. So you say 0.7 times 15,076. So you are going to be paying 10,550. So you see that there is a slight difference within these prices. So let's do the same thing for 4.5 kg. So you see 4.5 multiply by 15,076, so it equals to, so 4.5 multiplied by 15,076, you're going to pay 67,842. So instead of paying 60,390 for goods that are use the Gonzo route, you're going to pay 67,842 for the same kg of goods using that are sensitive goods using the Hong Kong route. Now let's say we want to use sea shipping. One thing you should know that we cannot use kg to calculate sea shipping. So since we cannot calculate sea shipping using kg, so I asked the supplier what are the dimensions of this iron, and the supplier replied me and he said the length equals to 16 cm, the width is equals to 246 mm, and then the height is equals to 103 mm. Now you need to convert it to centimeter or millimeter for you to be able to do that. So you could just add 0.16 m. In this one you just add equals to 0.246 m, and then this one you add equals to 0.103. Now you've gotten the dimension. So what you need to do now is you multiply it. So you are going to see 0.16 times 0.246 times 0.103, then you divide it by either 1,000 or 1 million. You're going to get the same thing either way. So you divide it by 1,000 and then you're going to get 0.00405 per CBM. Now this is the fact that this is what we got per CBM. So one of the present iron is 0.00405. Now remember that I said that the least CBM you will have for them to for sea shipping is 0.2. It doesn't mean that you cannot ship less than 0.2 CBM. What that simply means is that if your goods is less than 0.2 CBM, they are going to round it up to 0.2 because 0.2 is their minimum CBM. So it's better you buy the goods that we weigh at 0.2 or more than buying less, because they are going to still charge you for 0.2. So what is the need? So what you are going to do now is, how many pressing iron will fit 0.2? So you are going to do 0.2, you divide it by 0.00405, then you are going to get 49.38. So that means that you will have you will have 49 pressing irons for 0.2 cbm. So if peradventure you want to wait, so you will have approximately 49 pressing iron. So if you want 50, so it will be slightly above 0.2. Now let's use this pressing iron. Let's calculate our landing cost. Let's see the cost of this pressing iron. What is the cost? And let's say you want to use the sea shipping to actually purchase this pressing iron. If you are in the pre-order group, you know that I sent it. The cost here is cost price is 8,400. Now since they say 49 pressing irons fit into 0.2 cbm, so let's say multiply by 49. So what we getting? So let's say 8,400 times 49, you are getting 411,600. This is the cost for buying 49 pieces of this pressing iron. Now how much is the cbm? Remember we did our calculation. The cbm here is 82,600. So you now plus it. You now say plus 82,600 equals to 494,200. So this is the amount it will take you to ship 0.2 cbm pressing iron, the one in the pre-order group. If you've not joined my pre-order group, do make sure that you click on the link below to join the pre-order group. Now let's examine. Okay, you are spending 494,200 for 49 pressing iron. How much are you going to sell it to make profit? Let's say you are selling 16,000, which I know that pressing iron is costly now in Nigeria. So let's say 69 multiplied by 40, 16,000 multiplied by 69, that's equals to 78400. So even if you sell this pressing iron 16,000 naira, you are still going to make profit. How much profit are you going to do? So all you are going to do is to minus 494,200, and that's equals to, so let's see, 78400 minus 494,200. So you are making a profit of 289,800. Now you see. Now imagine that you join the pre-order group and then you ship 10, maybe like you have 4 people who are buying 10 pieces, 10 pieces, 10 pieces, or and the other person 9 pieces, or you are buying 5. This is the issue of pre-order, because you can't, sometimes you don't have this amount of money to buy 49 pieces on the go, and it's not as if you cannot import more than 0.2 cbm. Why I'm using 0.2 cbm is because it is the least cbm for this for the shipping company. So let's say you are selling it 20,000 or 17. Let us just, you can do that on your own. So if you have any question about this video, please make sure you comment below, or if there's anything you didn't understand, just make sure you comment below. Or you want to actually learn mini importation one-on-one, you can chat me, join the pre-order group, and then you can chat me privately. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I appreciate.